Sparks flew across the cluttered table as Sena's hands trembled slightly, adjusting the tiny wires on her invention. A sudden jolt made her pull back, the device emitting a faint glow that reflected in her determined eyes. Downstairs, the familiar voice of her father boomed. "Sena, how many times do I have to tell you to stop wasting your time with these toys?" She ignored him, taking a deep breath. This wasn't a toy. This was her life, her proof that she was capable of something her family could never see. The notification on her phone made her stomach knot. The city hospital was reporting a critical power failure in the ICU. Machines were failing, lives were at risk, and the emergency response teams were struggling. Her brother's mocking laughter floated up the stairs. "You? Solve anything. You can't even do your homework." Sena clenched her teeth but didn't look back. "I don't need your approval," she whispered under her breath, reconnecting the final wire. The device buzzed to life, humming steadily. A faint smile crept across her lips. She had done this before in secret. She could do it again. The family's voices downstairs rose in a heated exchange. Her mother's voice was sharp. "Why can't you be normal? Why waste your time on things that won't matter?" Sena had heard it 1,000 times, but today, something inside her was different. Today she wasn't just proving them wrong, she was about to save lives. She grabbed the device and ran down the narrow hallway, her sneakers squeaking against the polished floor. "What are you doing now?" her father demanded, moving to block her path. Sena didn't answer. She couldn't waste a second. Time was running out. The hospital alert pinged again, louder this time, echoing in her ears. Sena burst out the front door, the cool evening air hitting her face. Across the street, the hospital lights flickered violently. Paramedics shouted, trying to stabilize equipment. Doctors scrambled. Sena's pulse raced, but her mind was clear. She set up her invention on the hospital's small emergency platform and connected it to the main power system. Sparks danced along the wires as she adjusted the settings, sweat trickling down her temple. Inside the house, her family watched from the window, disbelief etched across their faces. She's actually doing something?" her younger sister muttered, eyes wide. Her father's mouth opened, then closed, words failing him. Moments later, the hum of her device synchronized with the hospital's failing systems. Machines flickered back to life. Monitors stabilized. Nurses rushed to check patients, gasping in relief. Sena stepped back, her chest heaving, and allowed herself a brief moment of triumph. Her father stormed outside, rage and confusion mixed in his expression. "How did you—" he began, but she cut him off. "You never looked," she said softly, her voice steady despite the adrenaline, pumping through her veins. "You never believed I could do anything. I did this because I had to, not for you." The officials and hospital staff gathered around, praising her, explaining the significance of her quick-thinking solution. Her invention had stabilized the ICU just in time. Cameras captured the moment, flashing lights illuminating her small figure, standing tall. Sena's parents looked on, stunned, shame and awe battling on their faces. Her mother finally whispered, almost to herself, I didn't see it." Her father remained silent, fists clenched, his pride wounded. Sena's sister ran up and hugged her tightly. "You're amazing," she said, voice shaking. Sena's eyes softened, but she pulled away, straightening her posture. "I didn't do this for anyone's validation," she said. Later that evening at home, the family sat in tense silence. Sena quietly packed her notebook and prototype pieces into her bag. Her father cleared his throat, words faltering. We owe you an apology," he said. She nodded politely, not rushing to forgive them. Respect was earned, she reminded herself. The next day, news reports hailed her as a young prodigy. Her school principal called to express admiration, requesting her presence at a special ceremony. Students whispered in awe, and even teachers who once doubted her now praised her ingenuity. Sena walked through the halls, head held high, aware of every astonished glance. Her invention had not only saved lives, but also rewritten the narrative of her existence. At dinner that night, the family attempted conversation, hesitant, careful. Her mother placed a hand over hers. "Sena, we're proud of you," she said, voice quivering. Sena met her gaze, her expression calm but resolute. "I'm proud of what I can do," she replied. "That's what matters." Her father cleared his throat again, voice softening. "We never truly understood, but we're learning." Sena allowed herself a small smile. "Then start learning," she said gently, pushing her plate aside. The phone buzzed with messages from news agencies, teachers and colleagues asking for interviews. Sena glanced at them, heart steady. She had proven something to herself first, that her talent was real, that her determination was stronger than doubt. The family watched, silent and humbled, as she stood by the window, staring at the city she had helped save. Her younger sister leaned closer, whispering, "You really are amazing." Sena placed a hand on her shoulder, softly, but with authority. "Remember this," she said. "Don't let anyone decide what you're capable of." Later, alone in her room, Sena carefully placed her invention back on the shelf, wires glowing faintly. She scribbled notes in her notebook, already planning improvements, already thinking about bigger challenges. She knew the world had only seen a glimpse of what she could do, and the next test would be even greater. Her parents peeked into the room cautiously, unsure if they should intrude. "You've changed everything," her mother said softly. Sena looked up, eyes gleaming. "I've only started." As the evening settled, Sena's device hummed quietly in the corner, a silent testament to her ingenuity. The city outside returned to its rhythm, lives saved, and a family forced to confront the truth they had ignored for too long. She turned to the camera, a subtle nod to the audience, almost as if acknowledging their presence, and whispered, "Sometimes the ones who doubt you are the first to learn the truth." If you're inspired by Sena's story, comment below where you're watching from. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories of courage, brilliance, and unexpected heroes. The night grew quiet, but Sena remained vigilant, already sketching, already thinking. The world had tested her, but she had proven one undeniable fact. Talent and determination cannot be silenced, even by those who refuse to see it. And for the first time she smiled, knowing she had earned her place, not by their recognition, but by her unwavering belief in herself.